really obvious.
My favorite takeaway, and you hear it a lot, but it needs to be repeated, is just be your own self. Put yourself out there. Your content's going to come naturally when you're yourself, and you're going to find your audience.
I've got 2 interviews of people that I found that here. I'm walking out with like 3 or 4 links that I can't wait to get home and test, because I can actually put my podcast on a billboard, all sorts of cool resources. That's probably been off the top of my head, and just lots of information. Relationships to a bigger level, and I've started new relationships as always.
Room is mostly set up. It is now, what time is it? 6 o'clock. It was 4 o'clock when I started. It's been 2 hours, and guess who decided to show up? This person right here, who is the cover. You're the cover art or the thumbnail from last year's vlog. You know
Oh
that, right?
yeah, my face like.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly
Yeah, I
how.
look much better in person than I did on that vlog.
She does, and she's been running.
I have
High five.
been. 2 half
Love
marathons.
it. That is
woo!
awesome. That's
Number
starts
3
somewhere.
is happening in October.
Woo! I haven't eaten since 7.
Well, I
AM.
had my Roy Rogers on the way down
Roy
here, so
Rogers.
I'm very happy and very full.
All
But
right.
we need to get this man some food.
I do need to get food, and I need to get a camera replaced, so we got to run the Best Buy, so there's that. So we're going to go to Delaware, where it's tax-free shopping.
Woohoo,
and,
Delaware!
and then get food, and then the Eagles are playing later. So yeah, room set up. We got this main room here with all the tables and chairs set up, and then that room back there is where the vendors will be set up, as well as this lady right here. And then it will open up for the DJ stuff during the mixer,
Open
the bar
bar,
and
woo!
stuff. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's go get checked into our room.
Let's hit the road.
Well, last night wound up being a pretty late night. Oh man, my camera's all probably fucked.
Here we are.
30th Street Station. This is Lee, for anyone who doesn't know. And she's going to be speaking at MapCon, right?
So excited.
I'm excited. Time to get back, because what time is it? Because I can't tell, because
Well, here, hold on.
the car feels that if you are in reverse, you should not be able to tell what time it is. Great, let's go back to Good, I don't know. I'm not. You're asking the wrong guy if you're asking about lipstick. So we're here in the room and we're gonna get prepped. We gotta finish. I gotta finish setting this stuff up. Yeah, of course I'm recording. You always have to be recording. Gotta be quick with the button. We are on. So yeah, so we gotta get some things set up here. I gotta get the camera set up. I gotta get the
banner.
the mics, the banners. Yes, and that's what Lee's gonna help me with get set up.
And look at all these lovely chairs and tables. That's where you guys are going to be sitting in just moments. Well, maybe a couple of hours.
Couple hours. Couple hours they'll be sitting in there.
Exactly.
I am so pumped to have them here. So
I'm excited, and I'm excited for you.
Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate you on such short notice. You being like, I'm gonna come to this and make this happen.
Yes, I'm like, how can I help out? Because he gave me a ride from Philly.
The motto of this is happy to help. All right, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Because I only got 2 hours here before people start filing in. Big deal to me. I know it's early. It's Friday, and it just means the world to me that you all would choose to be here at this course. It's great. I don't know. How did it go?
That was great.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for answering our questions. I know we asked a lot of stuff.
Of course. How am I supposed to recognize this guy?
I know. I clean up.
You do clean. I need to clean up. I need a shave myself.
How's it going?
Good to see you.
See you too. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great.
Awesome,
You look like you're not ready to chop down a tree. That's.
I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Disney, and the heat was just too much for me.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, even here it was like 96 degrees. And that's I appreciate the fact that you're going to be here at all, and the fact that you're your friend is that you're doing that for your friend.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Douglas, how we doing? Good to see you, sir.
Podcastmusic.com.
Yes. I feel like I've seen you though at Podcast Movement.
I've been all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sleep?
Yes, I am hopped up on 4 hours of sleep.
Hi.
I am, but I got a Red Bull, so it's all good. It's all good.
Fine.
We'll be good.
You
We'll
can
be
live on
good.
Red Bull this weekend.
That's what I generally try to do. 'Cause I don't drink coffee. So.
Well, that's who should sponsor.
I have the honor of introducing our man of the hour, who concepted MapCon 4 years ago, And he has brought it all the way from a high school gymnasium to a Holiday Inn Express. Joe is a really smart guy. I didn't mean for that to sound so hesitant. He's a really smart guy. And sweet. And this event is special, as you'll learn if you've not been before, because of the way we're all seated today, because it's at the Swedesboro Holiday Inn Express, because what was really important to Joe the first year, just so you know, was that we all get a free t-shirt and we all had a good lunch. That was the only thing he cared about. He killed himself over that lunch. Do you remember? And it was just like the cheesesteaks were brought in, but he was agonizing over the caterer and how much everyone was going to eat. Like, I know you didn't even break even that first year, right?
It was about, no, it wasn't. It was $3,000 down.
Right, so he was in the hole quite a bit that first year, but we all had a really good time, and obviously because we gave him the privilege of coming back, I would just like to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Pardo. You're welcome. So what he has asked me to do is throw this hat, you would call it, into the audience. Is it though?
It is.
And then whoever catches it has to tell us who you are, where you're from, what your podcast is. If you don't have a podcast, maybe your idea of what you want to start.
Hall of Famer Dave Jackson. No, she's supposed to throw it to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
How are you going to get your brand there? How's that going to be supported in the new world? And that's something you're going to want to be looking at. Thank you very much.
Woo! Oh, dropping the mic over here.
Mic drop.
This time I wanted to bring up a friend that I've known for a few years now. He runs Podfest down in Florida. Has anybody been to Podfest that's here? Woo! They are going to be giving away this Tascam Mini Studio Creator. That's how you say it. Kermitsos? Perfect. All right, yeah, I got it right. I love that. Thanks, brother. Thank you. DJs, as part of the mixer, there'll be an open bar or hash bar over on the other side of that wall. So that'll be at 8 o'clock when we break about 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. Come back at 8 o'clock in that room and we will be hanging out, mixing it up. And if you want to get a headshot, professional headshot done by this lady right here, woo, give it up for Jeanette. It's in the back corner there.
How we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a can?
I got a can. I had to come in.
How you doing, sir? How you doing? Good to see you. Like the shirt.
So I want to talk a little bit about the podcast competition. You will get an envelope, and there's, I believe, 5 words in here. It might be 6. Either 5 or 6 words in this envelope. And you will have 20 minutes to craft a podcast that you will perform. Each year we've given away these awesome ATR 2100 microphones. Give it up to Matthew for sponsoring that with this year with auditmypodcast.com. Previous years, you were in the front of the room. We had props. We've done all kinds of things. This year, you will be in the back of the room, so no one will be able to see your crazy antics. They will only be able to hear you and experience it like a podcast would and or should. It's a workshop. It's a competition. It's fun. It's supposed to be exciting and supposed to get you thinking outside the box and getting you mashing up all kinds of creative ideas.
The whole thing is just super. It's female marketing.
Well, it was also Tina Fey, so.
Well, yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, the whole conference was that way.
I gotta go. Woo! Thank you all for clapping so loud so I could hear that I needed to get back in the room.
And just because I was pretty good.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm kidding.
Obviously. Give it up for Jennifer.
I'm Holly Bauer. I'm your credit card queen. I'm 45 years in the credit card industry. My podcast is called Swipe the Podcast. It's a place for people to go to get out of credit card debt and have some privacy and some guidance for free.
Woo! Yeah. Give it up for Matthew Mass. Tomorrow morning starts at 8:30, right? So that We'll be here until 8 a.m. That person's fired already. It's over. 8. You want to get here at 8? Be my guest. It's great. I will be here. Jessica might not be here at 8 o'clock. She will not be here at 8 o'clock. I am. Maybe. She's thinking about it. To learn to not just be a podcaster, but to be an audio influencer. Super honored to have her speaking to kick off the day. Have a great night. Thank you all for taking the time to be here on this awesome Friday. And I hope to see you in about 2 hours after you're all fed. Have a great dinner.
This is my 4th MapCon. Every time this gets bigger, the stuff that Joe's doing is absolutely amazing. Nothing is like MapCon in the entire South Jersey area. The speakers, the food, the pictures, everything about it, including the after party. Come to MapCon number 5.
Excited to be here for year 2 of MapCon. My favorite part about this is the family feel. It's got a couple hundred folks here, and that's what excited me about it. Last time, Super Joe Pardo is one of the most awesome organizers, people, podcast hosts, and I love the group of people that he brings together. Everyone that comes here has a fantastic time. So if you're on the fence about coming to your first podcast conference, make sure it's MapCon. We'd be happy to see you at year 5 next year.
Okay, so quick tease for tomorrow.
Okay, so join us tomorrow where we're going to talk about the value of MapCon and how every single penny you spend here, you're going to get back from the government. See you tomorrow.
Alright, sorry, man. You don't have to leave, but you have to leave.
Oh, man. You can't stay here.
You can't stay here. Get everything together here. Party pooper. No, party is in like 2 hours. Go eat.
We have to leave the room?
You have to leave the room.
Really?
I gotta lock it down. Get ready.
I'd like to introduce myself. First year.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet first year.
First year. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming.
Karen Yankovic, I know her, and she said, "Oh my God, you got to go to this thing," because August 26th was my first year of podcasting.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Thank you. I've got like 2,000 people that have. But you know what I'm missing that I wanted to come here, and I've learned so much. If I walk away right now, I've learned so much content. I got to tell you.
Just from that. Just from the spotlight speakers and Matthew and Tom. I mean, Tom was probably awesome. And
But
Matthew,
you know what? Even Bob sitting next to me. Who knew? Like all this stuff. I'm feverishly writing notes. It's really good. I could. Oh, you're doing a testimony.
I was doing a testimony. It's not really a testimony. This is a vlog.
I'm here and I've learned, but I want to know like how to monetize it. What's the best way? Like I didn't even know about what that guy just said now with the visual.
Oh, the audiograms?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I use that to promote this up a little bit.
That's pretty cool. So
I got it made for like $5 a piece through Amy J, who's in the back of in the white shirt right there, in the white.
Okay. She wasn't here before.
No, but she's not new. She is she's my right hand lady. She's so awesome. She's helped volunteer.
More info, but just wanted to let you know it's really great.
You're gonna be here tomorrow?
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be at the thing tonight.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to figure out how I could get content for my stuff because I'm a networker. Like that's how I teach people. So I'm like,
and what's your show specifically about?
It's called The Natural Networker, and I teach business owners what to do before, during, and after they network. Because they just show up and think, I'm going to get $1,000 or 1,000, people, and they don't. It's all about building that relationship.
It's not that easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Of course.
But the follow-up is the thing, right? And that's what most people don't.
According to Salesforce.com, I use that statistic all the time. 80% of people don't follow up. 20% only. And if you're in that small 20%, you're golden.
Yeah. Like this is the fun part, but it's also the exhausting part. Like Sunday, I'm going to be dead. Like the last 2 years, I did a class. Like I ran a class this morning.
The elevator class. I wasn't here though.
No, that's all good.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. But I ran the class. But before I was running the class on Sunday, so not only did I start on Thursday getting ready for this, it was like Friday night we had the mixer, and then you had all day Saturday, and then Sunday morning I had to wake up and do this course, and like last year it was at our house. So that was at the end of the video. Like if you wait all the way to the end of the video, there was that. So it's like
you're exhausted.
I was exhausted. I was like totally wiped.
And they're exhausting. Like
it is.
It's called the dump. I'm sure you've heard that psychologically. And at the end of it, you're like all charged up. You're flying up here, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I feel like you were hit by a brick. But
so I'm trying not to hit that. I'm trying to
be here with you tomorrow.
I'm trying to, and like Amy J, helps keep me in line here.
Tell me
keep me on schedule. We ended early today,
I was very
Amy.
proud of him. I know.
Last year we ended like an hour late last year.
Really rich content. Awesome.
There'll be more fun tomorrow.
I know, I'm excited. So,
So,
just want to introduce myself.
Thank you.
Take
I
care.
appreciate
God
it. That's
bless you.
me. Thank you, Joe.
We just want to hang with some food.
That's it?
Just the food. Food. We're approaching hangry.
What is it? Oh no! I'm even getting hungry too.
See? You said hungry. I said hangry.
Well, I'm
And
getting
nobody's
hungry.
really seen Amy J hangry.
No?
No. It's
Oh.
not really a thing I like to show.
So you stay well fed. That's what you're saying.
So
For everybody else's sake.
See the Amy J hangry.
I'm like, what food? There's a peppermint that might stay
That
up
oh
for-
god no! That just will speed up the hangry problems.
That's a valid point. That's a good point.
No, I just
Listen,
would love
I
for
gotta
him
tell
to.
you, let me just say, I love this setup.
Yeah.
No, I really love this setup. The way they separated it. And
Yes.
then you have like a staging area with people, and then.
And this will be closed off tonight, so then.
You know what else I love? All those people that showed up today. New. I don't know half of them.
Oh, you're behind me. I didn't even know you were behind me.
I am. I'm stalking you.
Clearly.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
Look at our new friend, Sabrina. Thank you. Rockstar.
Thank you so much. I haven't DJed in like over 2 years, so.
You feel rusty?
I did practice.
You get it up close, guys. This is what DJ equipment is. Is this your first, like, second?
My first what?
$2? No, that's not even a real dollar.
Oh, no, it's a Casey Neistat dollar. See, like it says Casey Neistat.
Ready? Wiki, wiki, wig.
All right, Joe, spin a little. Remind us what you got. It's almost like riding a bike, guys. Almost.
Almost.
Almost. The vlog has been stolen. Joe's getting ready for the mixer at MapCon 2018. Good times, guys. Look at him. He's doing awesome. People are going to show up. We are giving drink tickets. Last minute decision because Joe's kind. That's really what it comes down to. Drink tickets, can you see? A little backwards, but we're doing $5 drink tickets for folks. And first 40 get it. We're not made of money. So, kindness to Joe's heart. We're going to do that. Put that here for now so people show up. People should be showing up. Actually, in a minute. No, you can't get my credit card.
D. Harry Duran.
Thank you for stepping in here.
Thank you, of course. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great time tonight, man. That's what we're here to have. Have a great time. We got your drink. Your high quality drink ticket that was made 10 minutes before.
Hey, it works, right?
It does. That's the philosophy. Yo, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are we doing?
We're doing pretty good.
We're doing pretty well, Max.
I'm actually feeling pretty electric. I went up to my room.
Yeah?
I installed WordPress on my tablet.
Yeah?
Wrote a blog post about them, posting it to the internet. And I
My
sent it on Twitter and Facebook. And my subject line was, just because you lose your suitcase, there's no reason not to show up.
Hey, what's up, Stacey? How we doing? You're like, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me.
Did you get your luggage?
No, but I've done two things. One, I brought my phone down here with me in case. I called them while I was gone. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to blog. I downloaded the WordPress app on my tablet. I'm going to blog it on the internet. It's titled, Just Because You Lose Your Suitcase, There's No Reason Not to Show Up.
Oh my God! He puts me to shame.
I know, me too.
So is this you or is this Harry?
This is Harry. My mom's here.
Oh, cool. We gave 18 so far.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's like, wow, it's like almost half of them. It's not even. Having fun, man? Yeah.
I meet at a party at Sunrise.
What?
Not in my hotel room. What? Great.
Did you get your drink ticket?
I did.
I know, isn't it fancy?
That's awesome. I love it. You know, this says like, I care. I care. Like, hold on, here's selfie. I never hear selfie.
Oh my God, I know. She's on it. She's on it.
Oh
to meet you. You know the answer? You got something to say? What's up here? I'm sorry?
Thanks for the coupon.
Of course, you like it. Tell me. By Jeanette.
He thinks he's getting 5 drinks free.
Smiley face. I'm glad. I told her just write the 5. I'm glad she wrote the $1. Give this lady a beat to talk over, man.
Hello, hello, hello. Woo! Yes. Hello. Welcome to MapCon 2018. I want you to know that we're here tonight to tell stories, to talk. We're all a little bit of talking. I can see that. I know that. I want you to also listen to the beat, and I encourage you to do a little 2-stepping for me tonight. That little move our mouths to the 2-stepping. That's what I'd like to see. Everybody's just staring at me. 2-stepping right now. Come on, let's give it up for Harry Duran on the ones and twos.
Harry Duran.
So much fun. Oh my gosh. Joe's right. The participants, it's a nice, cozy group. You get to know people, you get to make friends, and you get to meet your tribe, and you get to talk about podcasting.
And I greatly appreciate the fact that people would think that this is a family reunion and that there's a MapCon. That means
You've done it. It's a family reunion. MapCon is a family reunion. It feels a little bit like a family reunion in a church basement with a great DJ tonight. That's like kind of the vibe.
Thank you, Joe.
See, the fun thing about this whole thing that's happening is that this isn't a real microphone now.
Oh, are you serious? You're being for real?
Can you pick up on my sarcasm that quickly without knowing me very well? I mean, look at this thing. It's bending in the wind. This is advanced technology.
Clearly.
I mean, open cell phone, not gonna lie. That's some pretty amazing stuff, but...
It's a crazy microphone there.
I've been upgraded to video. MapCon 2018.
Yeah.
Party's still happening. Woo! You gotta do like the Miss America wave.
Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Elbow, elbow, wrist. We're gonna do that 48 hours video where they zoom in on your face slowly.
Yeah.
This was the last photo ever taken of her before she was found dead.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun. There you go. That's my podcast for tomorrow. Hopefully I get like found dead in my envelope.
Host of CauseCast, and I love coming to MapCon. I've been coming since day one, and really the best thing about it is just the people you get to meet here. It's a great show. It's growing every year, but you're not just meeting people, you're building relationships, ones that'll last a lifetime. There are people here who are not just colleagues or podcasters, they truly are friends.
We wrapped up last night at like, what was it, like 6 o'clock? No, that's when I woke up, was 6 o'clock. Went to bed around 1, but the last two people, Wrath and Scott, were hanging out late last night, even after me and Mary and everybody else just went off to bed. Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. Huh?
What's up?
Fancy guy over here.
Fancy guy.
Fancy with this
You got a fancy camera.
Thank you,
sir.
Thanks
A stress mic. See, microphones don't stress me out, though.
You need to get this kid some turntables, or at least a controller.
I like the little kitty one. Yeah, it was cool.
Get him a controller.
I'm surprised you're still here. I wasn't expecting to see you.
Shut this thing down. Right, Mary? You shut this thing down.
He didn't believe me.
About what?
Isn't this bigger this year?
It is bigger.
Yeah, you have more seating.
Yeah. Well, we do. Yeah, we do. Have, not by much, but we have a little more seating.
No,
this year.
I told him that. I'm like, dude, as soon as I looked at the room, I'm like, that's bigger.
This was closed off last year?
Yeah, we didn't have that room at all. Amazon was in there.
So today is a day where we're going to have a ton of featured speakers. We're going to give away some microphones to the winners of the Creative Podcast Competition. It's going to be glorious. I hope to have all these seats behind me filled to the brim. We might even have to call in some reinforcements and open up a wall here to get some more seats in. So we'll see what happens. So thankful for everyone that came out last night to the mixer and had a great time. Shout out to Harry Duran. Shout out to Jeanette Pellegrini and Amy J for helping put we had drink tickets. I don't know. So hopefully I got some footage of that, or there's just at least a couple of pictures I can throw in here. We gave away $5 drink tickets, vouchers towards that. They were really fun. That Jeanette put it together, and there was smiley faces on them and stuff. I'm very tired. I'm pretty hungry. 5 hours of sleep, ready to get this thing pumping and kicked off here in just about an hour, half hour. I don't know. Yesterday I told everyone that that the conference this morning started at 8:30, even though my slide said 8. And then I checked with the schedule this morning, and it actually is 8 o'clock. So hopefully people actually check their schedule. Worst case scenario, Jessica Kupferman, who's kicking it off today, was kind enough to tell everyone to be here at 8:30, not 9 like I was telling them, because I had no idea, too tired out of my mind to know when my own conference started. So mistakes happen. Nah, I only went to bed at 1. Yeah? Oh, well, good. Me neither. In fact, my alarm on my watch was going off at 9:15 to go to bed. Oh, yeah. Because at 9:15, that's when it always is.
Everything seems to be going well. You get great turnout.
Yeah. Hopefully you get some more people today. And
Yeah, Saturday.
I think so.
If you want me to, I can stand on the highway in the middle of the highway and bring people in.
The middle of the highway.
You need to be here.
You will get some attention. That's for darn sure.
Why aren't you here?
Where I thought I saw Dave Jackson. Oh, there's Dave Jackson. I was gonna put some things in my car to kind of pack up a little bit, and then I saw that it was put on. Yeah, I see you got a little something there.
Well, little hurricane action.
Is that the Dave Jackson?
Right.
Whoa, Dave Jackson. All right, well, I want to eat, because if I don't eat now, I will not have an opportunity to eat later until lunch, and I have no breakfast bars or anything at this point to be leaning on.
Yeah.
So all I have is a Red Bull. So that's all I got. I need something.
You always tell me to eat.
I know. I'm gonna eat. Am I allowed to? Can I eat? I can eat with you? That's an honor.
You're going to eat with us? Oh my God, we're honored.
Oh.
I wish we had 6 tables.
Sir, you got through the rain.
Yeah,
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Sorry to make it yesterday. I wasn't feeling good at all.
No, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear. You feeling better today?
How's everybody feeling this morning? I'm a little tired, but you know, that's how it goes when you're at a conference. Is everybody having a great time that's been here? Or is it, you know, I know some of you just got here this morning. Thank you. This morning, don't just be a podcaster, be an audio influencer. Very honored to be able to call her my sister and not my aunt. Yeah. Which makes me older than I actually am. So, anyway, I'm very honored to be able to introduce Jessica Kupferman. So please muster up all of your energy that you have left in the tank from the last couple days and give it up for Jessica Kupferman. Woo!
Oh, I don't need it. And if you could take that away, that would be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so that is referring to when Joe introduces me. He says, this is my really good friend, Jessica, and she's like a sister. And one time he said like an aunt. And I was like, how old do you think I am? Oh my God. Truthfully, I am old enough to be his aunt, but that's not the point at all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All about slides first thing in the morning. I am very proud.
Are you?
I am. Because it's hard.
Slides worked good.
No, I think so too.
Oh, that was great. Fire happening. It was
It
good.
worked.
Thank you.
But not like a fire hose. Not a fire hose. So I have a little bit of an announcement to make. Our next speaker, for those who don't know, he is blind. He traveled all the way solo on Amtrak to get here from Texas. This is the second time they've been here. Yeah, give it up, right? The issue that happened that is not easy for him is the fact that Amtrak lost his bag. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really horrible. And apparently they're not doing a great job of getting it back for him because it went to Pittsburgh, which this is not. I mean, in case I hate to break the news, but this is not Pittsburgh. This is Swedesboro, New Jersey. Right, Harry? Yeah. Not the greater Philadelphia area either. Anyway, what I would like to do is, if all of us as social media influencers could put some pressure on Amtrak and do some hashtag Amtrak, so hashtag free Max's bag, maybe. And then
I tweeted them this morning, and they're like going back and forth with me. So if you guys find my Twitter and start retweeting that stuff.
what's your Twitter?
At Karen Yankovic.
At Karen Yankovic. And she's got Max's.
Yeah. So if you retweet that stuff.
Max, your Twitter account is Maxwell Ivy. That's with an EY. Yeah, do that as well. Yeah, hashtag free Max's bag. At Maxwell Ivy. And maybe and hashtag, I don't know, Amtrak.
Yeah. It's at Amtrak.
It's just Amtrak.
They just replied back to me and said, tell them to report it.
Yeah. Okay, well, reporting it is not going to get the job done, apparently.
If you really think in 3 days he hasn't reported it?
Because he was late to begin with. He didn't even get in on time. He got in the 30th Street Station in Philly at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I got here like about 2 o'clock because I was there filling out a report.
Yeah. So, Amtrak needs to do a better job.
Yeah,
and we
especially when you remember that I'm one of the 2016 Amtrak Riders in Residence. I'm one of 24 people they picked to give free transportation so that he could work on a writing project. They should know who the heck I am because they've spent money on me. But they don't, apparently, because their answers were the kind of answers you expect to get out of somebody's manual. Obviously, we could determine that I don't need the mic, but it probably helps with recording.
It does help with the recording. Yes. So let me properly introduce you. This gentleman came all the way here a year ago to this hotel for a conference that I held for the 3rd anniversary of my show. At the time, it was called the Dreamers Podcast, and I interviewed him. He had interviewed me, I think, on his show at that point, and I did not. I was blown away by the idea of somebody who's blind traveling solo across the country via Amtrak. He didn't even he missed his stop. He ended up in New York and then had to come back. Was it New York.
Oh, it was Trenton.
Or Trenton. You got to Trenton, and then they were like, "Oh, you went one too many, and you got to go back." I spent quite a bit of time with him over those couple of days when he came here for my other conference, and he taught me a lot about patience. Because to me, I'm like, how much patience must you need to have your phone read to you every single thing that the screen says, and then you scroll and it reads everything that the screen says, and that to me was the thing that stuck out the most among a host of other things was the attention to patience that he was showing me and enabling me to say, you know what, I need to have more patience, because I can see and I can accomplish things, and this gentleman is accomplishing things in ways that I hopefully will never have to experience. No offense, Max, but
I got you. I would swap places with you.
I don't blame you. I think most people would rather be tired than blind.
Yeah, although I don't really know how sleep deprived you are at this point, so maybe.
Anyway, without any further ado, it is my great pleasure to introduce a gentleman that just shows the world so much and runs the show What's Your Excuse? Maxwell Ivy, everyone.
And I really do appreciate the wonderful introduction, the great friendship I have with Joe, and also all the willing support from the people here in this room who, yeah, I know it's a Twitter account, but y'all are still, showing some face and putting yourself out there for another person, so I appreciate that. I had a good story. I wasn't sure if I'd tell it because I only had 21 minutes, and now with this introduction, I might have 3 minutes, so maybe I'll just sure. Which, by the way, Chris, thank you very much, because this fits a lot better than the MapCon shirt.
Oh, I did give you a shirt though, right?
Yes, you did, but Joe didn't anticipate needing a 2 extra large.
No, wait, I have one on me actually. Here.
Okay. There you go. No, we're not.
That was just timing. It's never too late.
Well, let's get a couple of questions so I can end well.
All right, Max, pick out a hand.
You've been waiting for that since yesterday, ain't you?
Right here.
Yeah. Okay. You right over that way. This ain't going. I don't know. Will this go on my reel or not?
Oh. Hey, Max, over here to your right, I think.
Left.
I'm
messing with him.
Seriously. I'll play with Alan Winston here.
Who doesn't know his right from his left?
I don't. I know up from down. That's it. Yeah, we're partners in this. First off, Becky and I had a great conversation with you last night at the Mixer. It was wonderful getting to know you.
Amtrak wants your reservation number. They want to jump in and do this, so they've gotten our tweets.
Yeah!
So you said I'll come over and we'll get that and we'll see if we can.
And just so you know, your name actually was on the sheet. I don't know how the mix-up happened. Oh, there's your time.
No. Well, hopefully we'll get your bag very soon. Give it up again for Maxwell Ivy. Like a bunch of people that were here, like 4, 5, 6 of us. And we went out to dinner the night before MapCon, and we then after we went to dinner, we went back to my house and we were sitting around the fire pit, and this speaker was just like going on and on about how awesome it was to be in my house and like hanging out, and Annette Bone, who unfortunately isn't here this year, we miss you, Annette. it's just so adorable that he's like such a fanboy about this, and I thought so too. Like I didn't find it creepy, I didn't find it weird, but I just was like, because I know how that feels, right? Like one of the first, actually the first podcast I ever listened to, WDW Today. I got to go and do events with these people because they would do these giant reunion events, which I like to feel like, and I've been told that this is like a giant reunion event year after year with their MapCon family. Shout out to Heather and the other people that have said that. And it just reminded me how much I really highly respected and regarded the people that ran that show, that brought hundreds of people to Disney World year after year after year to do different kind of special events and things like that. And that's one of the things that just it helped motivate me not only to get started with podcasting, but to want to do something like this and bring so many awesome people to one place, one room. So thank you, sir, for enabling me to be reminded about fanboyism and that we're cut from the same cloth. So, without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage, and I'm gonna. He's listening for his last name. That's it. Nicholas Goberlish. Yeah. Give it up for Nick.
Goblish. Like goldfish.
So Kelly, how? 1 minute, Amy. 1 minute. 1 minute. I got some work to do.
Oh no, the pressure's on now.
Kelly, so you've been enjoying it so far?
Oh, Joe, I can't thank you enough. It's been fabulous. Just as a new podcaster.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you were on my show and the tips you gave me, we've started videoing now so that I don't talk over people, but this show, or this conference now is just, I'm taking a lot of notes and it's going to be even better now.
Oh, thank you.
Here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, really. For real.
All right, so thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that.
Time. We're already
I know.
that.
Time. She's really good at that. All right. I got to get the mics out of there.
Get the mics out.
All right, I'll start
Because
bringing
it's
people
going to
in. All right. If everybody can start making their way back to their seats. Hopefully you met a new friend, a new podcaster friend that you can vibe with to go on to win one of our 4 fabulous microphones. You make your own team. So get together with 3 other podcasters. I'll start a timer of 5 minutes. So get your team together. Get outside the box. Get outside your comfort zone. All right, ready? Go. All right, for anyone that missed the rules, you have 20 minutes to put together a 5-minute podcast that you're going to perform just outside this door behind that wall we haven't decided yet.
Don't open the envelopes
You
still.
don't open the envelopes yet. Intro, outro, theme song, content, logo. It's 10 points for each by each judge. Maximum of 40 points. Is everybody ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all right, go. Now use the words to incorporate them into your podcast. Mary Nichols, all the way from DC. So some of you might have heard her DJing last night. She's been DJing since '98. Yeah. She is awesome. Happy to have her here. And you've been podcasting since 12 years into podcasting industry. And she's a TEDx speaker. So, I know, right? Jennifer Crawford is our next. Give it up for Jennifer. She runs DC Podfest. If you don't know what DC Podfest is, you should. It's happening. It is actually happening, right? Yes, it is actually happening in November this year? November 9th and 10th. So you should absolutely be getting your ticket at dcpodfest.com. Yes. Oh yeah, how long have you been podcasting for? 2010. So that's 8 years later. Yeah. My next judge has been an editor, has been in the podcasting space. I found out about him. I called him right after the fact, after I told his cousin that I was going to be podcasting. He's like, oh, you should talk to my cousin. I think I talked to him on the phone one time, and he didn't have any work for me.
at the time. I was like, oh, I can do some podcast editing. I can do that. And he had no work for me at the time. But he does She Podcasts as far as the editing. You probably do a host of other shows that I don't know about. Woo! Erica Block. And how long have you been podcasting, sir?
I'm only a rookie, 6 years.
6 years in the podcasting. Give it up for John Buchanan. All the way from Tampa, choosing to be here over another conference that he's supposed to be speaking at right now, that he has a stand-in speaking for him at a very big, what was it, franchising?
Franchise Expo.
A franchise expo down in Tampa. He is the founder of Podfest down in Orlando. This year, or upcoming year, will be their 5th year, but they've been around for like 6 years so far. Give it up for Chris Krimitsos. Did I say it right? Every time I feel like I'm not getting it, I'm saying it terrible. Thank you for being here. I really, really, really appreciate it. And this gentleman here, and I gotta say, Jennifer Crawford's a 4-timer, she would be a 4-timer, but she was at the first, what conference am I talking about? Mid-Atlantic Podcast Conference. This gentleman right here, not only is he a sponsor of this literal event, he's sponsoring the microphones through his auditmypodcast.com. He is a 4-timer. Every year he's here, and a good friend of mine, and I'm very thankful to be able to...
2-time champion of this contest.
2-time champion. I forgot about that. 2-time champion of this contest. We have a champion, 1-time champion of this contest, and a 1-time from the first... Were you on the first team? Yeah. Yes. So from the first ever MapCon creative podcast competition, they were on the same team. So we have several champions as judges this year. It's awesome. Everybody, Matthew Pass. 2, 1.
Welcome to the beer tent. Welcome to the beer tent. Beer tent, beer tent. Oh! We are the beer tent consultants.
I think I've had one too many in the beer tent. This is great.
Yeah.
Big beer tent.
That was a really grumpy horse.
Oh, Ed was a horse? Ed was a horse? I didn't get that Ed was a horse.
Yeah, like surprisingly so.
It was yeah.
The intro music was good. Nice, short, and sweet, and told us what we were listening to.
Awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, I would edit out the bestiality part of the show. Not that part.
Oh, we'll have to go to Lost and Found, I guess.
Like when? You know what I mean?
This evening, Lost and Found actually closed at 10 a.m. Eastern.
I'm gonna reply and just say, how do we know? I know. I'm gonna reply and just say, how will we know when it's there?
Girl Erica, reminding them that they had it all wrong.
I'm just saying, as a
Seriously,
woman,
been 5 days.
as a
5
woman, I
days.
can pick up on all of those
Yeah.
vibes that you're giving off. And it's not about the house, it's not about the construction, it's about you not getting the sack.
I think it's about construction. Oh, there's construction. There's definitely no sack at all. I mean,
Well, how far along are you with this? Is this like a...
the product.
Yeah.
The addition
Yeah,
has
the
been
addition.
only 2 weeks in. So I love the fact I start to construct an addition 2 weeks, and that automatically triggers no sack factor instantaneously within a week. What's
Why
up
do
with
you
that?
think that's the case? I mean, do you think she's just holding out because she doesn't want to have sex with you?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would subscribe to this podcast. I just love the dynamic between it.
And you guys won last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why do you think we brought her on the team? How we doing, Max? Doing all right? Yeah. Did you get the good news yet?
So, a quick update on Max's hashtag.
Free Max is back.
Free Max is back. That's right. Free Max is back. They actually did find it, and it is here in Philly. So they got back to Karen. I don't know where's Karen. And they profusely apologized. And you probably can't see it, but it's like a book that they wrote in reply to Karen about the situation. So thank you everybody for helping.
And welcome to our show. One nipple never do, because numberless nips may be too much. We're talking today about your taste, your exotic taste at the bar.
And then he took his shirt off on the first night, and my God, there they were. Now we got 5 together.
You're talking about he has 3 nips on his chest.
He got 3 nipples on his chest.
Stop talking to your mother. That's your mother talking.
And I think this is the close of our show. We are One Nipple Never Do. We may be changing that name in the future, but stay in touch. Let us know how many nips will do for you.
So nobody looked at the logo before calling into this show.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a train wreck. But it kept my attention because I just said, what else could happen? That's where I think you could fail up. Like, it was horrible, but I couldn't stop listening. It was like a car wreck. You can't look at it, you can't look away. But good job.
The humor was really funny, so the funny parts were some of the funniest things we've heard.
It felt disorganized, but it was fun. It was funny. It was like a fun disorganization. It just, and the producer jumping in and sort of helping out, and the host just keeping her cool the entire time. It was fun to listen to.
And just to reiterate, everybody did a really great job. Like, I don't know how folks are feeling right now, but in 20 minutes, y'all literally put together whole conceptualized shows where I would just probably search on one of these apps one day like, this sounds interesting, let me give it a go. So I hope that it is encouraging for those who are doing podcasts and who may be trying to start them who are here.
All right, so our judges are going to deliberate over lunch. So you need to find, if you want to find out who wins, be back in this room at 1:10. At which time I will have a special announcement. So we leave you with the cliffhanger. We always leave you with the teaser.
They're taking a picture. Oh, you taking a picture?
No, we were talking.
Oh, you're talking. They're talking.
Judging.
Okay.
You want to take a picture?
You judging me? Is this high school again?
Yes.
I thought we got away from that.
So right now you're getting a 4.5. No.
Out of 5? That's not too bad. I'll take that. It's like a marathon yesterday. Today is actually kind of smooth. So yeah. Are you having a great time?
Yeah.
There's a door. Yeah, there's a door in front of you. Oh.
Wake up.
Whoa, I see that. I got that on video.
Because I had too many drinks.
Oh, did you now?
It's on, so you're gonna watch me eat now. Here we go. All right.
Here. I've ever seen him.
This is the elusive Dave Jackson as we watch him in the wild.
Yes.
In his native habitat.
And for a small deposit of $2 million, we'll let you have lunch with him.
What are you doing?
Because there was cake. We were like, oh, is it for now? It was
3 o'clock. It's great. So tell the camera it was a great show, right? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, having a great time. First MapCon. Love it. Meeting great people. It's amazing. Everyone knows somebody from Long Island, so I think I came to the right place.
I think so.
Thank you, Joe, for putting it all together.
You're very welcome, man. I appreciate it.
Hope you survive it.
Oh, this is the easy part. We're on the downhill now.
It's all downhill from here.
Are you enjoying yourself, Debbie?
Of course. How could I not enjoy myself? I've produced over 250 radio talk shows that are in podcast format, and I have to figure out what to do with them now.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That is great. So how did you find out about MapCon?
From Karen Yankovich, one of your speakers.
Oh, yeah. I love Karen.
Yes.
She's great at promoting.
She's fantastic. Fantastic. She's really great. She's
She
got
is.
social media down pat. So I'm hoping to get more out of it this afternoon.
This way, he coughs. I can eliminate the cough from his track without interfering with whoever's speaking. And with everybody who I do, I've got, while he's talking,
What did you say, 250?
Oh, I'm sorry. So what do you have to say nice about MapCon?
So, this is my second year here, and Joe, I have to tell you, like, MapCon for me is so intimate. The environment, the speakers here are powerful, have lots of wisdom to share, but it's casual, it's like a family, right?
I heard that word a lot around
seriously,
here.
You have this family style environment, intimate room, intimate setting. It doesn't feel rushed, and you come away with wisdom from every speaker. So, big ups to that, my friend.
Thank you. Hopefully, you can provide some
absolutely hoping
powerful.
for that
I know
right
you'll
now.
provide powerful stuff because that's what you're known for, man.
That's what I'm hoping to give, man.
Like
you're a creative,
right? I'll come up with all the
You're never going to be satisfied
No,
as a creative. You always want more. You always want it to be better. But again, there's impact in what you do. I always say it like this, right? Like, look at there are 80 or 100 people, right, in a room. Think that each podcaster is influencing even 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could be impacting 100,000 people today.
Yes, very much so. I mean,
that's big.
Yeah, that's very true.
How many people hold in a stadium?
20 to 60, 80,000.
You're like Kev Hart, man.
I'm gonna go that far. Got 5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes before we get started. You enjoying MapCon?
I really am. It's
Yeah?
awesome. I think I'm going to be back next year. I want to be a speaker next year.
Yeah, that's awesome. I
do.
hope you apply. It'll probably be in like late January, early February.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I would definitely do that. This was great. I got so much good content from it. Thank you so much for putting it together.
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, we gotta get back inside. We're gonna run out of time. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes, everyone. You hyped for what's about to go
man.
on?
Absolutely. About to do some exercise.
Yeah?
Get this food coma off of them.
Stacy Griever!
You're not even recording.
What are you talking about?
Are you?
Yeah,
I don't
of course
see
I'm
anything.
Yeah, so the lights back here.
All right, let me do my shuffle.
Shuffle.
I was going to go to MapCon. I'm like, so were you at Podcast Movement? He goes, was I? I was there doing this, whatever. Okay, anyway, so I'm supposed to say hello to somebody, and you're wrapping up.
I gotta go.
right,
So
we'll
yes,
finish the story later.
I wish they would come. You should come to MapCon. Right? Is that what
He
you
had
said
a
tomorrow?
family emergency.
Oh, there was a lot of those that happened
That
this year.
wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story was because he knew I was here, he asked me to say hello to somebody. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
But you ruined my story, Joe Pardo.
No, Amy pulled my attention away. I was talking to somebody about you, and I was like, she is a unicorn, because there's not many female CEOs at all, period. And she's here, and it just is incredible to have a unicorn here. So I have to be able to be a unicorn.
Oh, awesome.
But I like Belle awesome back then, too, because, the 90s don't seem like that long ago, but it was a different,
But you know, the
very
smart
different.
part about that company is the man had 7 department heads, and they were all 7 female CEOs. He was a brilliant
He knew his target market.
man, absolutely.
All right, if you can hear my voice, put your hand in the air. If you can hear my voice, put your hand in the air. The winners of these 4 beautiful Audio-Technica ATR 2100 microphones from auditmypodcast.com and Matthew Bass. One more time for Matthew Bass. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you for enabling us to give away such awesome prizes as we continue to do that year after year after year after year and help inspire more and more people to go inspire other people with their podcasts. But before I tell you who won, I have an announcement. We have a house party at the house, so you're all, I don't know how we're all going to make it happen. It's supposed to not rain tonight, I think, according to Yahoo Weather or whatever, but you're all invited back to my house afterwards if you're not doing anything. This should wrap up around 6 o'clock. By like 7 o'clock, we should all be back. Anyone that wants to come back, we'll be DJing, we'll order pizzas and whatever food to make it happen, and we'll just hang out and have a great time and wrap it up the way that we do here at MapCon. So I'll get my address up there at some point in a little bit, and I will remind everyone. And if you see somebody that isn't sitting next to you, make sure that they know, because I don't want anyone feeling bad that I didn't invite them back to. Oh, Nick, you can come to my house. Yes! Yes! The winner of this year's Creative Podcast Competition Workshop. Oh, hold on there. I'm for the name now.
No, you made up the name.
Oh, no, I got the name now. It's One That We'll Never Do.
Nice.
Where he filled the room to capacity when there was other people who were actually more well known at the time were not filling the room.
Stand up. Stand to your feet. Right? One thing for me, yeah. Get the hands up in the air. And I want you to give me an extra inch, just higher. Stretch it out. All right? Love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm super honored to have her in the house. Last night she was DJing for anybody who was at the mixer towards
the middle to late end of it, and we were going back and forth at the end until 11:30 at night on cross-board turntables. Super opinionated, and I love her for it. I really love her for it. I hope that she continues to take that as a compliment. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mary Nichols.
What a difference a year makes in terms of podcasting, right?
He gets to say the opinions that I'm not allowed to say. I think that's why I love it so much. The opinionated, because there's a lot of things that I would like to say, but I'm like, I don't want to ruffle feathers. But Mary, yep, and that's what I appreciate about her.
Do 3 amigos, and then it went from like, I don't know if we can get uniforms like that. And I'm like, how about sombreros? And then it whittled down to vests. And he was on a mission. He wanted to know our suit size.
He doesn't just talk it. He really lives it. Like probably more than he probably needs to for both himself and for his brand. He's not afraid to live the fuel, if I may say so. Everyone, give it up for Scott Mulvaney. Sir,
thumbs it up.
Nice vest and suit, by the way.
So the vest thing happened last year. There's a lot of people here, including Dave Jackson, that ended up on the episode 112. Well, how did you call it? Or you called it the ADD thing? Yeah. Do not go back and listen to that episode on my Live the Fuel show unless you have ADD.
No, you will know at the end of that show if you have ADD.
It's a bromance. I'm all right with it.
All right, wait, bromance, right over here.
But we met for the first time ever last year, and the relationship has just grown. So that's what we're trying to say with this, is that from the folks that you see here today, you're going to meet relationships that are going to carry on for years and years and years.
I personally did not know anything about legal nursing until this person came into my life, thanks to MapCon. Everyone, please help me welcome Pat Iyer.
This is the winner for the Tascam unit.
Was that $300,000?
$300,000.
Yeah, that's
Did I say that?
Yeah, that's what it sounds. I don't know.
I'm sleep deprived. All right.
Things are sounding weird to
All
me
right,
at
guys,
this
drum
point.
roll, please.
Can I get a drum roll, please? There we go.
The winner is Jeanette. Congratulations, right here, our photographer.
That's hilarious.
Harry Walters, where are you? Come on up.
My battery died. Thank you, Terry. Woo!
Podcast Expo brings podcasters from all over the world together. I want to thank Joe for hosting this and giving him a round of applause. You did a great job.
Thank you. A quick question: is anybody cold? Is it too cold in here? Oh, geez, wow. Okay, yeah, we'll get that.
I recommend this one to everybody. This one had amazing energy. You did a great job with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, this was
I really
awesome.
appreciate
Thank
that. I
you.
appreciate you taking time.
And thanks for letting me
appreciate you
speak,
speaking.
too. Thank
You gonna speak next year? Feature speaker?
Love to.
5 minutes to go time.
Wait, 5 minutes to go time?
It's 5 minutes to go time.
Okay, 5 minutes to go time.
But did you think it was now?
No. I know it's not. I know. It's 5 minutes. I gotta say. So one of the wait staff just came over here and told somebody that they thought that this is the nicest group of people that they've ever had that got them to wait
so
on.
nice. How nice.
And they were like, "Oh, you need to go tell Joe that." So she came over. She didn't want to be on camera, but she just.
so
I just was like, "Wow,
They really are very nice.
What, did you have a great time?
Oh, yeah.
Would you come back next year?
I will absolutely come back next year.
I really hope you enjoyed it.
I did, and I made a lot of friends
Yeah?
and got some good information, and I'm waiting to hear new information
Yes.
in the second part.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You're very kind.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
You're so
Okay.
welcome. Which vloggers do you watch, Ethan?
Well, I watched one Jake Paul video.
Oh, God,
and
okay.
I hated it.
Really? You know what? I watched one. I didn't hate him. I don't hate him. I think it's very interesting. He's a very driven individual, and it's very MTV style. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but like, I watched one video where he talked about how much he wanted to live his dream and bring it all together and help other people. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know, but like, it was cool to actually see a video that I happened to stumble upon after finding out about it. Do you watch Casey? Oh, you need to watch Casey, man. Casey Neistat's the man.
Oh, I need to move out of the way. I'm in the way. Are you having a good time, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah? What have you learned?
I'm gonna have a terrible podcast because I don't have social media.
Oh, that's right. And you learned how to DJ. You learned how to some of the basics of DJing, right? All right. Ethan, thank you for coming out, man. Are you happy you came?
Yes.
You want to come next year?
Yes.
You want your dad to start a podcast?
Yes.
Absolutely. You gonna start DJing?
Yes.
Make that happen, man. Help me out here. Ladies and gentlemen, please come to the front.
Cheesecake was really, really good.
Woohoo!
Grab your cake, grab your coffee.
Can you hear me? I was just trying to do it. Oh my God. Boys, clap your hands.
Woo! Do we enjoy the cake? The wait staff? Did you get a clap? Honored to have had her come last year and speak, and we're fortunate enough to have her come back this year to speak. Give it up for Karen Yankovic.
Thank you so much for coming.
It was another amazing experience. All right, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey,
Yeah.
This is Scott Mulvaney.
I am.
He's the transparent high energy guy.
Yes, we've added that to the queue this year.
Yes,
I was extra
he's
transparent this year.
Solid too,
Yes.
man, and he's
gotta be more honest.
Yeah.
So-
I'm being honest. You're solid.
Yeah.
Both figuratively and literally.
Yeah, it's
He
another
just,
killer
he
map.
just like shoulder butted my chin, so I
You butted my shoulder. All right, I was just standing here. I just don't move very easily.
So you enjoyed your time?
Dude, every time.
Thank you so much.
Like,
for
I'm
coming.
sorry I missed the first day, but I was
understand.
4 hours away. But I still made it.
I know.
I got down here around 10:30 last night.
Yeah. It's like, I guess because you were here before I saw you.
Yeah.
Like, because I was in the.
You're busy rocking the
mixer.
turntables.
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's not me. You won't see that at all. You want to talk about health, business, lifestyle, transparency? Cool. Turntables and DJs? No.
it's a previous life for me, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, but again, dude, 2 years anniversary this week. So
The
podcast
show.
is up.
Congratulations, and
Yeah.
keep it up. Don't quit.
Yeah, that's the message for all you guys out there, guys. Like, keep taking action. I mentioned in the presentation today, suck it up with the lifestyle shifts. It's gonna happen. You just got to roll through it and just keep moving. Don't let that slow up your show. I mean, so you end up publishing a podcast without show notes. You can always go back and add the show notes later. Or just get the shows out. Keep
I think
moving.
this is the longest embrace I've ever had with a guy before.
Yes.
So.
We've been doing a lot of man love today. We've done a lot of hugging, a lot of bromances. Raph's walking away laughing his butt off right now. There he is. He's losing it. This is the new phase of MapCon, is if you want to show up, you want to be a real man, you got to do a lot of male embracing.
Wait, do I need to grow a beard?
We might have to get a little scruffy next year.
Yeah, a little more scruffy than that.
Maybe not that mountain man stuff right there. He's pretty haired out. Look at that. He's getting you served, guys. So
You had to pick up the slack for Tom Tate.
shout out to Tom Tate, Weber.
Give it up for Karen, everybody. This is 4th time speaking, 4th time attending, 4th time supporting, 4th time just being awesome and doing some really amazing things in the teaching space. I am proud to call him a friend and in some ways a mentor in the ways of being able to connect with some huge brands and having that ability to say, hey, I have a friend who has a relationship with Microsoft. Like, that's a thing. A awesome father to three. Well, no, it's not 3 triplets, so that would be 9 kids. But 3 kids that are triplets, and being able to go through all of that, and being able to share the story throughout the last 4 years about that. Going back to your first time speaking at MapCon. So, without any further ado, give it up for Jeffrey Bradbury. Woo!
Are we having fun today? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, the great Joe Pardo. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, the super Joe Pardo. Woo! Are we ready? Yeah.
Oh, you need a mic. Yeah, that's how super I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, the forgetful.
Yes. Give it up for Jeff Bradbury.
So,
Jeff,
Thank you, sir.
Year after year after year, I watch you get better and better as a speaker and more confident. Being a female president and CEO of a massive company, really, president, CEO of anything, and being a female is very special. And doing it at a time where it was even probably way less common than it is today. Spending 40 years of her life in the credit industry. 12 years as the president and CEO of Home Shopping Network, their credit department. Sorry, I didn't want to get that wrong. It is my great honor to introduce a super sweet person that I've gotten to know and love over the last, give or take 2 years. Everybody, give it up, like really give it up for Polly Bauer.
Now, I want you to imagine, I'm a brand new podcaster. I've got 45 years in my industry, but I'm a brand new podcaster, and I'm heading to Philadelphia. Now, I'm so excited because I'm going to get to meet the best of the best. I'm going to know about stuff that I've never known about before. I'm going to sit in the back. I'm going to take lots of notes. I'm not going to be a speaker. It's going to be amazing. I am so thrilled. I'm traveling with my media coach, Neil Giardi, and I'm running to the Tampa airport because I want to be early. I don't want to be late. And when I get there, I stop dead in my tracks. I ran into the meanest, the nastiest, the most horrible woman I have ever met in my lifetime. And her name? Hurricane Irma. I heard the words that I never wanted to hear. Evacuate! Evacuate! It's like, don't they know I'm supposed to be in Philadelphia? How dare that storm come over Florida? I promised Joe I would be there. Perpetual existence. Some of you were with me last night when I went out looking for the front cover of the New Entertainment magazine because my daughter is a comic writer and Captain Marvel is being featured and she wrote Captain Marvel for Marvel Comics. So we got a lot of creators in our family. She brought Carol Danvers out from being the old Captain Marvel, and Kelly wrote the entire series.
Not to put any pressure on our next speaker at all. But she is really the cogs that makes this thing turn and happen. Texting me updates, yelling at me, making sure that things are on time and happen when they're supposed to happen, rather than me like just getting sucked into something else and then being way behind. She gets me to focus when I'm so tired and so just kind of I can get lost that a lot of this really wouldn't really all be that possible without her. As much as she'll tell you that's not the case, it means the world to me to keep it going. So I really you might not see it all the time, but seriously, she's the one running the show here. Oh man, oh no, so we have to do it all over again because we didn't have to wait. No, I got that video. Everybody give it up for our Amy J. You're welcome.
All right.
Here you go.
How you guys doing? You made it back from break. We're almost there.
This is Love to Joe for putting on a great conference. It's the first time I've been to a conference, and we're having so much fun, making so many contacts, and learning so much. It's awesome. I'm so glad we did it. We were at a meetup in New York City. The mentors. Who I don't know if you know, but your podcast was your conference was mentioned.
Oh wow!
At the meetup in New York City, and we said, well, if we're in it, we got to be in it. And so I feel like I'm really in it. It's like this is a community.
It is. It's
really fun. I want to thank you for doing a great job, and we'll be back.
I hope so.
You've opened up a whole vista for us. Thanks, Joe.
So glad. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it your vlog?
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. And
thank all of you. And thank you, Amy J. Give it up for Amy J. We're down to the final two speakers. Yeah, we're almost in the home stretch here. And after the final speaker, I want to get a picture with everybody up front here, so we'll get like a big group photo like we've done every year. Our next guest was on the ones and twos last night. He has been seen freestyling on Podcast Movement's stage. He's well known for his bright yellow t-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Duran.
All right, how's the energy level? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys say?
Harry Duran, everybody. I didn't recognize you without your turntable. I know it's the end of the day. We've been waiting for the finale. Does everyone would just stand up in their seats real quick and do a quick stretch to stretch it out? Crampless, little stretching out here. The common friend of ours, who unfortunately is not here today, Kathleen Kelly, introduced me to this guy. Your time's up, Harry. Get off the stage, Harry. Introduced me to this guy over 4 years ago because she was like, "You gotta talk to this guy. He can help you get this together and make this idea that you want to bring to life, this conference. He's gonna help you, make you do that." And I talked to him and her at the same time, and I thought to myself, he doesn't seem that interested. That was what my initial impression was like. He's there, he's giving me his time. I'm super thankful for that. But I was like, I don't know, he doesn't seem that excited about it. And I think at the time, if I remember correctly, it was because he was dealing with his own battles with another conference that he was a part of. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, right. And I think that probably played a part in looking back in hindsight, Captain Hindsight over here, in my perception of him being like, this is cool, great, but then not actually wanting to dive in and dig deeper. But 4 years later, this gentleman, this Hall of Famer, has been to every MapCon, and I'm so honored and so proud to be able to call him not only a four-timer, but a friend that I really appreciate everything that he does for podcasting, everything he's done for MapCon, everything he's done for me, and just being a sounding board and being able to reach out to him and say, hey, what do you think of this idea? Bless you. And what do you think about this? And him giving me real honest feedback. I'm extremely grateful for that. Everybody, put your hands together, stand up, make some noise for the Hall of Famer, Dave Jackson. Final.
This is really working out well because what everybody, Harry and everybody today, this is leading in really good to what I want to talk about, which is everybody's talking about how do I make money and how do I get this and how do I get on a network? There's one question nobody's asking. How do I get good? Because that's really step one. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how this is just a little baby slice of how to get good. And then there was this Hall of Fame thing that Joe mentioned. So yeah, that's fun. All right. So, but yeah, I am primarily known for the School of Podcasting. And so let's talk about logic. Logic, right? We all think of Spock. 1 + 1 = 2. Right? And that makes sense. And what's weird about that is when we expect 1 + 1 to = 2, when it doesn't, right? Because right now that looks like a strike, but maybe not. We're not really sure, and we don't get to find out. That's the only slide I have of this. But what happens? Have you ever seen people you're bowling and you're like, oh man, you got robbed? Why? Because that looked like a strike, but it didn't. So sometimes logic combined with emotion can lead to things like, oh wow, what a rush, right? When you're like, oh, that was cool.
Dave Jackson said, oh, no. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Dave Jackson, the Hall of Famer Dave Jackson, everybody. I'm excited. You're excited. Everybody's excited here, right? we're excited. It's the Sixers, right? Like they made the playoffs. It was a big deal, like here in Philly. Yeah, you gotta trust the process, and the process shows that when you count to 4, you have to go to 5. So MapCon 5, September 6th to the 8th of 2019 will start Friday afternoon. Jennifer Crawford's like shaking her head. She's like, Joe, what are you doing? How are you doing this? How are you doing this to yourself? I do it because I love it. It is a labor of love. I do it because that brings people together, and you all are awesome. So much so that the staff actually complimented, gave me a compliment about all of you and how awesome and so friendly. So give yourselves a round of applause for being some of the best of the best to be around for a couple of days. So September 6th to the 8th, it's a 2.5-day event. It'll start Friday afternoon and go all the way till Sunday. I will not be doing any work on Monday. And we'll have more featured speakers, more spotlight speakers, more giveaways. The Elevator Podcast course will be on Friday afternoon. We'll have buffet lunch both Saturday and Sunday, so you won't have to leave here. I'll have to figure out what we're going to do for lunch so we don't end up eating the same thing 2 days in a row for lunch. Did everybody enjoy the food? Yeah. That's good. If you didn't, let me know, and hopefully we can make it right. Special anniversary t-shirt. Every year we've done a different t-shirt. It's something I pride myself on. I personally designed the t-shirts. I take a lot of pride in them. And I can thank previous featured speaker, and I'm blanking on the name, Michael O'Neill, for kind of pushing me to do so, right? Because I was like, hey, I'm wearing these shirts, what size do you want? He's like, well, what kind of shirt is it? Because if it's not one of these 3 types of shirts, then I don't want it. Don't bother getting me one. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, that's kind of rude, but it was a wake-up call. Really is what it was. It was a wake-up call to me to do better and to create something better. So that goes into everything you've been learning today is, listen to the people and then take action on it. Listen to the people that care about enough to give you their time to listen when they're, mowing the lawn or driving the car, or whatever they're doing, and giving you that headspace, giving you that ear space. So we'll have a special anniversary shirt. I am positive there will be more to this. I think the goal for next year is to hit upwards of 150 to 200 attendees. So we won't have a wall right there. It'll probably go all the way to the back, and then this will probably come forward. So we're going to expand. We're going to get bigger. Please, if you had a great time, all I can ask you to do is just tell somebody that will get something out of this if you had a great time. Let's get a picture together, and then I would love to have as many of you that would care to join us for dinner back at my place. We'll order pizza, whatever you want, like whatever. We're gonna do it. All right?
Everything changes.
Being in a room for the whole weekend with amazing people who feel like family. It's a very intimate environment, and you come away with so much wisdom, practical knowledge, actionable advice to really take your podcast to the next level. And I couldn't speak highly enough about Joe and the work that he and his team have done putting this together. Definitely, if you're a podcaster, you want to be here next year.
Everything. I feel like a sponge today. I just soaked it all in. I'm really excited to be here. So I really can't wait to come next year again and just get more information. It's applicable information. It's relatable information. It's something here for everyone, and I'm really excited.
We had a great time here. We met a lot of great people, made a lot of contacts, learned a lot about how we can improve our podcast, and we are very excited, and we will come back again. You should come too.
And we won a microphone.
Oh, you thought it was over.
Welcome to MapCon After Dark.
I thought we just decided like Podcaster confessions.
Confession sessions.
Confessions of a podcaster.
What happens at MapCon after dark stays at MapCon after.
Never. I saw the saddest thing on eBay once. A wife was making her husband sell his piece of the aggro crag from Gods. She's like, it's just so ugly and it's taking up room. He's like, I have to put this on eBay. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, you won. Like, you got a piece of the aggro crag. And she's like, it's so ugly. And I'm like, you need to divorce
You
her.
married wrong. You chose wrong. You scaled right.
Yes.
Chose wrong.
No, not.
50, and I'm like, no, that's like.
It will never be another one. There's
I know.
only so much of it out there. How big? It was probably pretty big too.
I mean, as a kid, they're holding it up, and you can see them barely being able to lift it. And
Come and get your pizza.
We have a pizza. What's up, man?
I brought the pizza in the kitchen.
Okay, Max.
No, Max. All right, we're gonna go for a ride because Ethan wants to ride in my car.
Yes, it's like a step down from our R8. Yay. You don't know how many YouTubers I've watched do this.
What?
You,
Like,
ride in fancy cars.
ah,
Your kids right here?
no.
You're like, Daddy, take us a ride. He'd be like, why? Hey, honey, where are the car seats? Oh, there ain't no car seats in this car.
It's 11:42. I am very much ready for MapCon 2018 to be over. Not that I'm trying to rush this, but
Excuse me? Over?
I'm ready for it to be over, man. I need to get some sleep. Cause I gotta go to work on Monday, man. I gotta get back in the grind of working, building my family's business.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
With my luck, there'll be a cop like right behind. I mean, we're like literally doing the speed limit, but there'll be a cop behind me.
What in the world? It even has a little light up there. Well, the Honda Pilot doesn't have a light.
Well, Honda Pilot gets you from point A to point B, man.
It doesn't mean it's a pleasant experience.
Oh, it's a better experience than you realize. It doesn't have to be fast. So it doesn't have to be fast to do its job, and that's the important
Wait,
part.
whose car is that?
That's Jeanette's.
Oh, say hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Jeanette.
Yeah, I think it is time.
Yeah, take the
You're
camera.
drunk. Go home. Sir, take care. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Did you say beating me?
I said, sir, meeting you.
Oh.
Not
He's
beating you. No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
meeting.
you did lock yourself in my trunk, you know.
I don't need to hear about
Are we
this.
sure I did that? I think so.
Well,
Good, man.
I'll see you next year.
Yes, man. Take care. It was nice meeting you.
I'll see you
Bye,
next year.
Ethan. It was great to meet you.
It's Saturday night. It's 11:51, so it's almost Sunday morning, and it has been an incredible, 2 days. Plus, it was amazing. I don't know how long this is gonna wind up being, this video, but I appreciate you watching all the way to the end, and because you did, there's gonna be incredibly thankful for every person that involved themselves, that chose to come to the event, that chose to speak, that chose to come and take the photos, like Jeanette over here. That is your cue to get over here.
I do so much better behind the camera than I do in front of it.
Well, you say that.
I do, I really do.
I know you say that, but I really appreciate the fact that you come year after year and make this a part of your life and your journey. And
Absolutely. And I am so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, from that gym auditorium in an elementary school.
Lunchroom.
Yeah, to 2 full days at the Holiday Inn Express, right? Is that where we
I
stayed?
think it's just the Holiday Inn.
Oh, just the Holiday
but it's
Inn,
just
okay.
funny because the Express is like.
Was that the one that had the strip club next to it? The pole dancing competition?
That was Podfest. That's not me.
Okay, all right.
No, there was not a Catholic school that had a pole dancing competition across the street from it.
All right, you're right. That was 2 blocks down.
Yeah. Probably.
And I think that's our cue to go to sleep. It's been a long, fun weekend.
It has, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch all of this. And I'd love if you're watching this to come be a part of it next year for next year in 2019 September. Come join the family. That's what I keep getting told that's what we are.
It is like a reunion every year, seeing the same faces and meeting new faces to become friends with. It's a wonderful time.
So happy that so many people allow me to take a weekend out of their life to come and do this with us. So again, thank you Jeanette, thank you to everybody.
Thank you Joe, thank you.
You're the one doing the work.
And what did you do? Nothing?
Nah.
Sit on your butt all weekend?
There was a couple of times I slipped up, and there was a time where I fell asleep, or I laid down on the floor for a minute. If you want to come, go to midatlanticpodcast.com/register and go get your ticket. It will never be cheaper than it is right now at this very moment.
Do it. You won't regret it.
Somebody told me I didn't get a chance to get a testimonial from the person, but they were telling me about how much they loved the vlog from last year. They watched all 40-some minutes of it.
Oh, goodness.
And decided
it was
that
fun, though.
This was the event that they were going to get in their car from Chicago and drive across the country to be here, and they were. And I greatly appreciate people that again not only just take the time but the effort to get there and get here. So I'm going to bed. This has been so much fun, the vlog, this journey.
Good night. See you next year.
Good night. Max did get his bag from Amtrak, so that did work out. And I don't feel like getting up at this point.
Hashtag Max luggage was saved.
Yes, they freed Max's luggage from the grip of Amtrak. I don't feel like getting up.
I'll bring you a pillow.
My feet hurt though.
This is the conference that felt like half the people actually were speakers on top of being just the participants. So the intimacy here, unlike any other conference I've been to. That's probably what the number one thing. And because of that, I know some people that I kind of sort of knew before. Now I really know, and I fanboyed the heck out of this place. And some people who I was like, oh my gosh, that's Emily Prokop. Oh my God, it's Dave Jackson. It's now like, hey, that's Dave and Emily. Yeah, we're kind of friends.
Just the intimacy and seeing all the people, being able to really have valuable and memorable, valuable and memorable conversations with the attendees and the speakers and everyone that's here.
100% same thing for me, the way in which all the speakers are also just all the participants, and it's like a big old family reunion. That's all I can say about MapCon. It's brought me closer. Like, people who think that podcasters are somehow like separate, especially if you want to start a podcast, this is an amazing place to come and feel really connected and really welcomed into the fam. Podcasters are smart.
It's one of the few places I think where beginners can socialize and interact for longer than 2 minutes with seasoned people. So it's good in that way.
So much information about how I can serve my audience differently, how I don't do what I don't do well. It has just been an amazing 2 days.
And you're rocking this watch, this is good, touch it down, and everybody has a frown. Cause they wish they could dance like you, and they wish you were down with you. Mr. Globus, I got a conference, I have a Mac on, I got a conference, I got a Mac on, I got a presentation.